Starting a little bit late tonight, but that's okay. Things happen, right? Mistakes were made. So I've been doing some thinking on the kind of direction that I want to be going from here on out with the stream and my channel. Um, Specifically, what I plan on doing going forward, because I've kind of been all over the place recently, and I've put a little bit more thought into it, and I think I'm going to start a transition where the main focus of what I'm just going to delete this character here real quick. We're going to be worrying about a demon hunter at a later point, but not to derail my own train of thought. What I think I'm going to be doing, honestly, is focusing largely on World of Warcraft. The reason for that is it's something that I'm really, really enjoying again, and it's something that I want to be playing a lot of. Most of my time in the past few weeks when I'm not playing Agents of Mayhem has been in World of Warcraft. And Agents of Mayhem, I'm playing it a lot, mostly because it's like a brand spanking new game, so I want to sink my teeth into it. The reason why I'm explaining this is because you should be expecting basically a lot more WoW. And right now, I know yesterday that I said I was excited to start doing Argus. I don't think we're going to get to that yet. And the main reason for that is because I need to start establishing a little bit more consistency going back from like the Hunter to the Paladin to my Death Knight on Argus. It can be very, very confusing. So we're going to stick with this Paladin that we started working on yesterday. And the methodology for my stream might shift in the near future. On days when I'm going to be home and I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft, I might just start streaming and kind of go with it, right? My Dark Souls 2 content is a little bit more focused, a little bit more like fine pointed. But 2 hours in World of Warcraft is not a lot of time unless you're doing like one specific thing. Like if I was sitting down and saying, okay, tonight we're going to be doing one mythic plus run. But for something like leveling, and I want to level characters, just because there are points where there's not a lot to do on my max level characters, so I start leveling stuff. As you can see, I have 43 shaman, level 6 mage, level 9 monk, 27 paladin, and so forth. So the thing is with that, a lot of times leveling takes a little while to do. With full heirlooms, you could probably hit maximum level in, I would say, probably 4 to 6 days of playtime. Which compared to how long it used to take, that's nothing at all. But this might mean that days I might start streaming way earlier than 11 p.m. Eastern and stream for these huge chunks while I'm leveling characters. I just kind of want to give you that small preface of what's going on. We're going to load up my paladin here, Trashbringer. We're going to continue working on him. And I need to go get a drink. I'll be right back. All right, we're back with water. We have some Trashbringer action. We're just gonna jump right into it. I want the leveling experience to be a little bit more casual. I want there to be kind of like, well, let me turn the sound on so it's not just like total silence. But I just want,
Anaria Shola. We will
as much
have
as I want to be
justice.
entertaining, I also, you know, I'm playing this to have fun, you know? And I feel like if I start, you know, I know I'm having fun, then you guys will definitely be having fun, but I just wanted to let everybody know kind of where my thoughts are going on the subject for the time being. I probably will play other games in between. Like, I still am planning on continuing Dark Souls 2. Nier Automata, I'm not 100% sure about, but like I want to play through Agents of Mayhem on stream and all this other stuff, but we'll get to that when we get to it. For now, I want the primary focus to really be on World of Warcraft, enjoying leveling, and experience World of Warcraft content. I'm also super hyped because I already want to know what the next expansion is going to be about. Like, we're probably gonna have an announcement for it in like around BlizzCon. I'm expecting a new announcement for the next expansion during BlizzCon, which is in November or December. So a few months from now, we should be finding out what the next World of Warcraft expansion is. In the meantime, I kind of want to be prepared. I feel like my mouse acceleration is really wonky right now. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I kind of just have the jitters. Because I'm really excited to be playing tonight, let me tell you. It seems so silly, but like, it's something that I just absolutely adore doing, you know, so. I'm not gonna hate it. Why would I hate it? I might start trying to produce companion videos. Just a heads up, I am going to be going into possibly transitioning jobs soon, like real soon, like in the next few weeks soon. The reason that's important is because my schedule might change a little tiny bit. They said I will most likely be working They said I will most likely be working the night, like afternoon shifts, which, according to what I was told, is well, one of two things is going to happen. If I end up working days, that means that I'll be able to be home and earlier and stream earlier, and my schedule will be a lot more consistent. If I end up working the afternoon shift, then it means that my stream will actually start a little bit later because I'll be working until 10. I probably won't be home until 10:30, and I probably will need a little while to rest my brain and kind of decompartmentalize. But that means that my shifts will be in the future will be 2:30 to like 10 or something like that, whatever it is. Which means I'll have the morning to sleep. So I should be able to like start my stream a little bit later and consistently stream for longer. Or I will be able to start my stream earlier and consistently stream for a longer period of time. We'll have to see exactly how it all plays out. But I just kind of want to let you guys know what's going on in the future. So right now we are, just as kind of a recap, we are in Stone Talon Mountains, where the Alliance is trying to gain ground and the horde is trying to protect themselves. It's kind of like a small battle zone in that sense. And we are pretty much just doing the horde's dirty work. That's what's going on with Stone Talon Mountains, really. I'm super excited to be playing. I kind of want to play, like, I kind of want to level characters without heirlooms, but at the same time, it's going to take significantly longer to actually, like, progress through the levels. So there's kind of that trade-off. In the sense, do I want to be leveling a character for longer? For possibly a little bit more engaging content? Or, like, the question is, do you prefer watching me level my hunter without heirlooms, or, like, do you like this, watching my paladin where I'm just one-shotting things? I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Hang on 1 second, actually. Throw some hammers. Like I mentioned, I also want to possibly look into start producing YouTube content again. I need to see exactly how that's going to go. I've been having some issues with, like, rendering videos and all that stuff, like recording and getting the quality where I want it and rendering at a high quality and all kinds of weird stuff, but if I can sort that out, I'll be able to start recording for YouTube, which will give me... It'll allow me to produce different kinds of content. If it'll be better or worse kind of remains to be seen. But it will definitely be not terrible. So right now, dream of a better tomorrow. We are rebuilding a machine by going around and gathering all these different parts. Because he was defeated and his parts were salvaged for a bunch of different reasons. Captured Huntress, huh? In the meantime, let's go kill a big fish. How does that sound? We're gonna go kill this big fish. That was easy. Although I wish we had a mechanism to walk on water. This character does not. Because I never got my water walking mount from that Pagel. Although I should go back and do that. I'll do that eventually. I will do that eventually. Meantime, we need to figure out how to get up to where I need to go. I think around this area is how I'll get there. Yep. Why take the path when you can climb the mountain? It's like Skyrim logic. Something else I want to look into is starting to play some music on the stream. Keep things a little bit livelier. Actually, now that I think about it, there is one Um, I'll have to play with the audio levels some, is the only thing. And I have to look into it a little bit more, but like playing royalty-free music, which there is plenty of, for the stream, finding a bunch of that and playing it. I'm not sure if music would be something that would be more helpful or more beneficial, but it would mostly be for stuff like this, like the casual WoW leveling. Having the music playing in the background, just for a little extra ambiance. Normally when I level, I have like music playing, or I'll be like watching Netflix or something. So this is a little bit odd, and I feel like I'm just filling dead air with my rambling. Which, I don't know. Some people may love that. Some people may watch this video and think it's the best thing ever. I don't know. In the meantime, we need to get back to over there. Back to the Horde Stronghold. Ah, yes, my new mount. I got this mount today. Came out on the PTR, or it just went live today, and I was like, probably one of the very few people to get it. Truth be told. I wouldn't say like a world first or anything like that, but I haven't seen anybody else with this mount yet. Which I think is pretty neat. I think it's a pretty cool mount too. This is definitely one of my one of the more awesome mounts I've seen in the game. It's definitely unique compared to a lot of the stuff that they have. But I guess we should expect unique because we went to a different planet in today's big patch. And I do plan on seeing that content. I just want to have a little bit more consistency. So, for the time being, we're playing this Paladin. Who's currently operating a big mech. And, we're about to kill a bunch of dudes. Because, you know, why not? If you have a big mech, you kill dudes. The Gundams will tell you all about it. The fire definitely seems to work better than the ice. If you actually look into it, it's kind of funny. This quest line is actually a reference to BioShock with the Big Daddies. Alright. That's all done. We're going to go ahead and head back up here to turn these quests in. And at 30, we can go to the next area, I believe. Large Daddy, yep. The name of the mech is Large Daddy.
Be good. What business have you?
Got all this stuff to turn in.
Death to all who oppose us.
That is in no way an upgrade.
Blood and thunder.
Mr. Bubble's shockingly delicious ice cream.
Drink.
What makes it shockingly delicious? I wonder. I can't help but wonder. I believe there's something down here at the bottom where I turn this quest in. There's like a small cave or hovel or something like that. Yep, right over here. And there's a mech trying to kill me, but we ain't having none of that. Seems like a mine with skulls all about. All about.
What do you need?
Swarming with soulless killing machines.
Strength. Look tall.
Well, I guess we should get
Go
to swarming
forth to
right back,
victory.
huh?
Talk to me. Hurry back.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something weird going on with my mass acceleration right now. And this happens periodically, and I'm not sure why. Like, before I started streaming, I was playing WoW. I was on a different character, but I was still playing WoW. And I wasn't, like... My settings weren't like this. I wasn't having odd acceleration issues. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta rescue some peons. Gotta throw some hammers. Summon some swords of light from out of the ground. It's the good stuff. That's what we need, the good stuff. Like spare parts. Get out of that minecart, you. Get back to work. Maybe if you had some heirlooms, these raging elementals wouldn't be such a problem. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? These lazy peons, man, they're everywhere. They're everywhere you look. There are lazy peons to be rallied. So I'm not quite sure where the spare parts are coming from. I'm assuming because the raging earth elementals are like breaking up the machines and the machines are being destroyed. That is what would make sense to me. Let's see what this says. Yeah, so there's parts in the mine from broken down machines, basically, it seems. And that's what we're gathering, that's what we're picking up. and we're killing rumbling earth elementals, and we're saving scared out of their mind peons. Mr. Frightened Peon, hello. Don't be scared. Trashbringer is here to save you. That's probably not, like, the most intimidating name I could have chosen. I can understand why you don't think that I'm going to be much help. But trust me when I say you're in good hands. I should run back to Orgrimmar and transmog some of this stuff. I don't know what it is, but this particular heirloom set, a lot of the heirlooms just get boring to look at. They're not particularly exciting. I used to think the Bloodied Arcanite Reaper was a really, really cool weapon. But staring at it for 30 levels gets boring. How about some of that delicious, delicious water, huh? What is your opinion on water? My opinion is that it's great because you need it to live.
Brawlhall, may your blades never dull. Speak, friend. For the Horde.
Yo! Keep it real!
Hey, level 30. We get a talent point. We can have the Fires of Justice, reduces Crusader strike and gives it a 15% chance to reduce the cost of our next Holy Power ability by 1. Zeal. This replaces Crusader strike. Which causes Zeal to hit multiple enemies and deals a little bit more damage, it seems. Or Greater Judgment, which hits 2 additional nearby enemies and always deals a critical strike. I think what we want here is Zeal.
Magraw. Be safe.
And then this we take this way. It seems. Back to Kromgar Fortress. In the meanwhile, we can head to Desolus. Or we cannot head to Desolus. The Southern Barrens. The Southern Barrens is pretty fun. Or the Hinterlands. The Cape of Stranglethorn. I like the Hinterlands. Of those options, I do like the Hinterlands. So that might be where we're going next. And I did use the toy on this character, right? There was the whole thing about it yesterday. I'm gonna set these as favorites. But yeah, it does look like we use these, so we don't need to use them again. So hopefully we should have a flight point to the Hinterlands, somewhere pretty close to it. So we won't have to walk all the way there. We can decline this for now.
Be careful out there.
In the meantime, where is my Hearthstone set to? Sunstrider Isle? Well, we want to stop back at Orgrimmar. You are busy and can't use the taxi service right now. I disagree. I do want to sell some stuff though real quick.
I got what you need!
Obviously, I have bags that are quite full. and quite a few things that I don't need. But I just want to make sure that I have all the item appearances for everything. Because transmog is important, you know?
Glad I could help.
Alright. Now we are going to talk to the Flight Master and head back to Orgrimmar.
Strength and honor.
Why am I busy?
Go forth to victory.
What is going on that I can't use the Flight Master? How strange.
Blood and thunder. Loktar.
You are busy and can't use the taxi service right now. Why?
Strength.
Why am I busy? This is odd. I'm gonna try relogging this character. Let's see if that fixed the problem.
What do you need?
There we go. Now we can fly to Orgrimmar. I don't know why it was tagging me as busy, but weird. Very weird. In the meantime, I'm gonna go AFK for a couple of minutes while we fly to Orgrimmar. Enjoy the scenic views on the way there. game is nice to watch sometimes. I'll be honest with you. It's just pleasing to the eye. Some people don't really like the art style, and I can understand that. Honestly. Boop. We're back. Right, I wanted to go transmog my gear. Oh, it's doing this. This is a weird glitch. That's been happening whenever I mount. When I first load, like, my character will be moving. If you watch the mini-map, my character will be moving in the world, but my camera won't be moving. It's a very, very strange situation. Very odd situation. The transmog guy is right over here. Let's see if we can't make ourselves look a little bit prettier. Oh, shit, I can use a Horseman's Horrific Hood. Huh. That's fun. Could actually use some pretty cool looking stuff. My bloody headband. I'm digging the headband right now. Or I could try and go for a pirate look. Do I want to use an axe? Or do I want to use a fancy sword? There aren't that many terribly fancy weapons that I have right now. I do have the very light saber, which is cool. I have the great sword of the Sunwalker, the Sindorai Warblade. What else can I use? Two-handed maces. Don't really have any cool maces. I have this. That's kind of Paladin looking. That's kind of Paladin looking. Really no pole arms to speak of. I kind of like this mace. Go for like a silver and gold motif, maybe. If we can find one. Or maybe like a bluer color. Because I have these like blue pieces of equipment. Those go well together. Probably gonna go without a helmet for now. Do I have anything that matches these really well? Doesn't look like it. Those are okay. Those work. I don't think I've ever gotten a better... Like, I've never upgraded my starting belt. It's kind of funny to me. Those kind of work. Those work pretty well. Boots. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Can we find a decent cape? That cape actually works pretty well. Or maybe we should go without a cape. I don't like using capes typically, but this armor isn't that exciting to use from, like, look at from the back. I like this with it. That's pretty cool. I just don't like the gold trimmings that much. That fits really well. So does this. I think we're gonna use this guy. This cape. I don't really like any of these helmets. So we're probably just gonna change my hair color. As far as a weapon goes, that kind of like minimalistic axe works really well. The Sindori Warblade actually isn't terrible with this. Or something like the Runic Darkblade here. Kroot's Greatsword, no, 2 gold. Lilith the Lithe's little hammer isn't bad. Neither is the Brute Hammer. And we have like no pole arms at all to speak of. I think I'm gonna go with the Runic Darkblade. We just want to, we definitely just want to change our hair color. The red is like too extreme a juxtaposition. Tell me where the barbershop is, because I don't remember. Barbershop is up there, okay. Gonna hippity hop to the barbershop. The most exciting 20 minutes of WoW you'll ever see. Yo, fashion is important, alright? Ask anybody. Fashion Souls, that's how you play Dark Souls. What kind of hairstyle do we want? Kind of like slicked. Mane isn't bad either. The tail. I think the ponytail. I like Falcon a lot. That's the one that you normally use. I think we're gonna go with the tail here. Oh, that's my facial hair. I like that. That's fine. Yeah, that's the money. That's the ticket. Our shoulders kind of look huge though, but it's fine. It kind of looks like our characters run around doing this, but it's fine. All right, now we want to head back up top. Should be an elevator over here somewhere. I thought. But I've been wrong before, I guess. There's one. Gonna take this elevator back up top. We want to head back over to Tyrus Fall. Want to get off the elevator before it goes back down. Oh, we're just missing the Zeppelin to it too. Always sucks to just like watch a Zeppelin go by, the one, especially when it's the one that you want to be on. Oh well. Well, we might be able to go to Southern Stranglethorn if we hang out here. The Stranglethorn one will probably be here first, yeah? So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just go to Southern Stranglethorn. It's not a bad zone, I'm just not super familiar with it. In worst case scenario, maybe we can fly to the hinterlands. From Stranglethorn anyway, so. But how have you guys been? Everything been going smoothly, I hope? Nothing major to complain about. Would be ideally what we wanted to hear. Now we play the waiting game for the Zeppelin to be ready to go. Gonna stand at the front of the ship and sing "My Heart Will Go On." Like the Titanic movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio. And we are off. Goodbye, Orgrimmar. You're quite the city. Of course, the Undercity Zeppelin comes in right behind us. But we're gone now. Sayonara. Oh well, I suppose, right? Sometimes there's only so much you can do. Destiny 2 will also be out soon. I'm probably going to be playing that. So, heads up, prepare for Destiny 2 content when it comes out. Because I'll probably end up streaming that. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, so this is Stranglethorn Vale. I actually like Stranglethorn Vale. I preferred older Stranglethorn Vale. It is raining here, just like it's raining in real life. Let's see.
Friend.
We do have the flight path for Raven Tusk Village, but that's all the way over there.
Be safe.
Let's see, where does this want us to go? Where does it want us to talk to? Over in Hard Wrench Hideaway? So I'd have to head south and head all the way over there. Or north from Booty Bay. Looks like we're just going to be flying to the hinterlands.
Strength and honor.
It's going to be quite the flight, though.
Farewell.
But we get to hang out. Enjoy the scenery. Gonna kill the webcam here so we can enjoy this flight together. Can enjoy the sound of the rain while we have it. I really like rain. Do you like rain? I love the rain. No more rain over here. We can see the moon. We can see Argus up in the distance. Down below, this is... what is this? I think this is the Deadwind Pass that we're going through right now. No, not the Deadwind Pass. Looks like... I'm actually not 100% sure, now that I think about it. Not Dustwallow Marsh. I can't think of the name of the area. I'm drawing a blank on it. This is Elwyn Woods, I believe. This is where the humans start off. I'm fairly certain. Kind of looking around for landmarks that I can talk about. No, this is Red Ridge Mountains. What am I saying? It has to be Red Ridge Mountains. Maybe not. I don't remember the geography as well as I thought I did. This is, wow, I'm really having difficulty remembering the names of these zones. Searing Gorge? Badlands? No, not the Badlands. But I know that this is Black Rock Mountain over here that we're flying past right now. Huh. What is this? Searing Gorge. No, I was right. Yeah, we went over Elwyn Forest into the Burning Steppes into Searing Gorge. Now we're going over the Badlands. My memory was better than I thought it was. I doubted myself. That was the problem. Badlands is... might be going here soonish. We'll see. I don't really care for the Badlands. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. And I can't help but wonder if they're going to be doing another world revamp anytime soon, because now it's kind of weird to go through like the story of a lot of these zones and like Deathwing shows up out of nowhere and it's like, all right, Deathwing may have been the bad guy 6 years ago, but he's not the bad guy now. It was the third expansion, so the fourth iteration of the game, that they gave the last revamp. This is Dunmorrow that we're flying over. Dunmorrow? I'm not nearly as familiar with the Alliance zones. No, Dunmorrow is the snowy area. This, I can't think of the name. The Loch Modan, right. And we're going into the wetlands now. See, it says so right there, wetlands. Which, as you can gather, is pretty wet. Look at all that water. So today is like the let's fly around and look at the Eastern Kingdom special, I guess. Some night elf structures over here. Can get a glimpse at what the Alliance might enjoy looking at. I much prefer the Horde. I much prefer the Horde. I like the Horde races better. I like the Horde aesthetic better. The kind of like primal aesthetic of like the orcs, for instance, with like the wood structures, like the steel, the steel structures, the wood structures with all the spikes. It appeals to me. This is the Arathi Highlands. I really enjoyed questing in this zone back in the day, but they've reduced it to a fraction of what it once was. Which is a little unfortunate, but, you know, them's the breaks. Like, literally, you get the achievement for completing the Arathi Highlands quest in, like, 18 quests, something like that. There's not quite as much to it as there used to be. Although I may be misremembering, but I don't think I am. Hammerfell? Hammerfall? Hammerfall. Something like that. Hammerfell, I think, is Skyrim. This is the hinterlands. And we're looking at stuff that we may not even experience for ourselves because of our heirlooms will be leveling so quickly. may only get to experience a portion of all this. I mean, I say may. That's definitely going to end up being the case. For better or for worse. All right. So we're back on our feet. Boop. Raven Tusk Village.
What be on your mind?
Get our first couple of quests here. Meanwhile, turn in some other stuff.
How you doing, man? Later.
Probably want to abandon some of these quests that I don't need to do now. Like from Ashen Vale, we no longer need these. Ghostlands, we can turn that, abandon this. I still have quests from Eversong Woods, good grief. We can definitely get rid of that. Alright, let's get to it in the hinterland, shall we?
Time is money, friend.
Like 12 bottles of something port. Puvi Bellows port or something like that. Words are hard sometimes when you don't want to read. Use the Revan Tusk War Drums on Revan Tusk Warrior.
Greetings, man. Hey there.
And kill 8 Silvermane Stalkers. Okay. For now, we're looking for these bottles of wine. All aboot. Pupelli Verbose. Pupelli Verbose Port. Would be easier if I didn't have to demount. Hey, sorry, pal. But I need your meat for a friend, you see. That is my divine steed summon. It's on a 45-second cooldown, but gives us a little extra mobility, which is nice when you're just looking to cross some short distances. Who left all this wine out here, man? This is kind of ridiculous. The Foreboding Sea. What is that across the way? Looking into the Twilight Highlands, huh? I think it's cool to like be able to look out into sea and see ships that pertain to other zones in the water. It's so cool to me. There's so much cool stuff in this game. Alright, so that's all the Pupelli Verbose port. Start working our way back through, back along. Poor Snapjaw. May you rest in pieces.
What's up? Glad I could help.
My lips are a little chapped tonight. Which happens, I suppose.
What you want?
Those are invalid targets, alright. Good to know. Hey buddy, how are you? Don't mind me as I put my sword through your face. It's just an unfortunate side effect of you being a quest mob. Just hunting some turtles, no big deal. It's kind of stuff you see all over the world. But I mean, these turtles could be dangerous, man. Look at the size of them. Look at the size of this turtle. If he gets too close to town, he could really do some damage. It's for the best if we put him down. It's what everyone would want. Not just me. But everyone. Alright, now there should be a path going up. Which will lead us up this cliff to more quests. Because there's very few things that we want in this world. And everything we do want is more quests. For that delicious, delicious experience. Check out the size of these wolves, though. They're the Mac Daddy of the packs. Wow, they just teamed up to kill something. Guys, have a good dinner. Well, don't mind me as I forcibly make you void your bowels. And look, it's not that I want to do this, but there's people I have to protect. You guys are just getting too close to comfort to my town. You thought you were having a bad day? Well, nobody stabbed you in the face with a sword that they summoned from the ground, did they? So it's not as bad as it could be. Are you a valid target? You are not a valid target. Alright. Go ahead and play some drums here. Right after we kill all these dwarves. We are the world's best percussion team. Is what we are. We need to keep our warriors upbeat. We need to keep them happy. Music is the very best medicine. Second only to laughter, of course. So it makes sense that it's music that feeds the soul, keeps our warriors' fighting pride intact. Hey now! Want to see me do a magic trick? Oh. My magic trick was going to be killing Thonar Thunderclash, but I already did it without even noticing. Incredible. Here's another magic trick. Watch all your friends disappear. You may be wondering, how does he do it? How does he make all my friends disappear? Well, a good magician never reveals his secret, does he? Get out of here. Alright. Large lunch is all we have left to complete, and then we can turn all this in. Get ourselves another level. Sorry, I just died. Was not paying attention. I just wanted to get a message sent before I forgot about it. And what do you know, if it didn't damn well kill me. But oh well, we say in love and war, 'cause all's fair there. Now we're gonna go ahead, run along this cliff face. Got to get back to our body. It's where the soul meets body. That's where our corpse is located. Can we hit the resurrect from here? We can resurrect from here. Is that low enough? Yep, alright. We basically made it to the bottom. That's certainly one way of doing it. I think I'm gonna make this my, just my kind of permanent mount for now. Set this aside. I really like this mount. I know I said that earlier, but it's really cool. It's probably my favorite mount currently. come on. Wow, it even has a special swim animation. A lot of mounts don't really have a swim animation, it's just their walking animation underwater. And some mounts don't really even make sense underwater. Like the Mechano Hog. How can we move underwater in a motorcycle? But I suppose it's better than it used to be. Hey now! What are y'all doing? Stealing Lard's lunch. Lard needs his lunch to survive. He needs it to eat, friends. But in older iterations of WoW, if you couldn't stand, like if you were swimming in an area, you wouldn't even be able to use your mount unless you had an aquatic mount or were a druid with aqua form. But this is one of the cooler mounts to be added into the game in recent history. That is for certain. The Crimson Slaver. Or the Crimson Slaver Maw, rather. Not really crimson, but sure. Does look pretty badass at the very least. Now it's just time for a casual ride back to Raven Tusk Village to turn in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests. Which will most definitely get us to 31. You know what I really miss is classic Hillsbrad.
What you looking for? Later.
I might, in my free time,
Hello, Mom.
I might try and set up an account for like a private server again. For a Wrath of the Lich King server. To relive my nostalgic glory days, as it were. Look at that, 31, and we still have all these quests to turn in.
Relax.
Will we hit 32? Possibly.
See ya later.
Sending us to a place called Skull Rock, huh? I'm not really comfortable with that. Why is it called Skull Rock exactly?
What you want? Stay away from the voodoo.
Hey, better boots. Sweet. Plus some gear from a picnic basket. Ooh, that's a pretty badass sword. We'll definitely throw that on. Get that appearance. It's a huge sword. I might switch to that next time I have the opportunity to. Oh, we have one more quest to pick up. We're almost level 32. Good golly gosh.
Victory.
We need a sample from Dire Glob. I don't think I've ever noticed that there's literally a path that goes out of the village and up the cliff. If I have noticed it before, I never committed it to memory. But tonight, I will remember it's there forever. My memory of this game is certainly being challenged. That's for sure. But hey, there's a lot to remember. There's a good old quest over here. There's actually several quests over here. Let's go see what the quests over here want us to do.
Who you be?
Burn tiki masks.
Don't be shy.
Vile Branch Witch Doctors and Vile Branch Headhunters. Defeat Umboda 3 heads and collect his head.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Yes.
And 8 skittering spiderlings. Okay. I should be able to do all this. Seems to be largely placed into one convenient location. We need to be on the lookout for spiders. I see. I have so many AoE abilities, I'm afraid to accidentally kill it, though. If I can. I might not be able to kill them, actually. That would be pleasant, if that was the case. Bunch of spiderlings over here, though. 1, 2, 3. So that'll put us at 4. And a 5th one over here. Hey, how you doing, little friend? Plus another tiki mask. Plus a 6th spider. It's like Christmas, just not. It's like Christmas, just not. Which I think is the only correct answer when somebody asks you what day it is. Hey, friend, what's today? Well, it's like Christmas, but it's not. But is it a Wednesday, Thursday? That depends. What day does Christmas fall on this year? I can tell you what day it doesn't fall on, and that day is today. The only thing I'm positive of is I'm positive that I don't... Let me try that again. The only thing I'm positive of is I'm not positive, rather, of anything. Hey, pupper. Sorry in advance for what we're about to do to you and your... And it's not that I think you're a bad person. It's just I need my experience. Wrong place, wrong time, little buddy. That's all it is. Wrong place, wrong time. There's got to be more tikis to burn. Yeah. More tikis to torch. In the name of Blood Elf supremacy. Maybe that joke's in bad taste. If that joke leaves a sour taste in your mouth, just have yourself a little water, friend. Cleanse the palate. Hey, level 32, we got ourselves Shield of Vengeance. It's something of a defensive cooldown. It absorbs a certain amount of damage, and then it explodes for a percentage of the damage dealt. Damage absorbed, I should say. It's a pretty nifty little tool if you know how to use it. Paladin, death from above. Making Pharaoh look like an idiot. Sure, anybody can shoot rockets. But not everybody can smite you with holy light while falling from the sky.
What you want?
I don't need either of these.
See ya later. Talk
In
to
fact.
me. You be careful, man. Okay, okay.
What now? Embrace.
Wait, what the heck is it that you sell? Oh. Nothing important is the short answer to that question. Although it might not be the worst thing to have a little vanishing powder on me if I ever need it. Vanishing powder allows you to swap traits around on the go. Now we need to kill 5 Vile Branch Berserkers and 1 Vile Branch Shadowcaster, and gather 5 Vessels of Tainted Blood. I already gathered. Or rather, I already set all the tikis on fire, so I don't need to do that again. Obviously. So the tainted blood are in little tiny pots. Good to know. Hey, speaking of little tiny pots, there's one over here. I didn't kill you because I had to, friend. I killed you because I wanted your vessel of tainted blood. And also because I had to kill you to get to it. So I guess I did have to kill you, huh? My bad. I misunderstood the concept. It happens once in a while. People have difficulty understanding things. We are, after all, at best, only human, aren't we? So can you blame me for making an occasional mistake? I certainly hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me, friend. Any tainted blood over here? Doesn't seem like it. Friends, where do you keep your blood? I need the most tainted blood you've got. And I need it now. Don't worry, I'm not going to use it in any horrible rituals that may or may not result in the end of the world. It's just, I have some weird fetishes, you know? Most of which just happen to evolve tainted blood from this specific location of the world. How you doing? Have a hammer to the head. That's how we say howdy do in Crazy Town. We're done here. Time to head back down. Back down the stairs of destiny to the quest givers of the days of future past.
How you doing, man? Busy?
What is it?
Level 33. Y'all sure have a lot of quests to give me. Many more than I initially anticipated. I mean, it may need to take a second to get some water. I gotta go back up the stairs of destiny. All the way back up to the tippity-toppity. Don't quit that hippity-hoppity. This paladin is top keckity-cockety. Just your friendly neighborhood troll exterminator. I was in your friendly neighborhood, and my troll exterminating senses went wild. Now, you may be asking, if I'm a troll exterminator, why didn't I exterminate the trolls down at the foot of this? I'm not even sure what this sort of structure is called. Well, the answer to that one is very simple, my friends. The answer is, quite literally, I can't. I don't have an option on the matter. They are unattackable. And besides, they said, come here. If you do stuff for us, we'll give you a free thing. At that point, I pointed out that, well, if I'm doing stuff for you, then I'm working for it. It's not really technically free. At that point, they slapped me on the cheek and said, "Stop that. Nobody likes semantics." To which I responded, "I do. I find semantics quite fun. As fun to say as it is to postulate on." They responded, "Who are you? Where do you come up with these things?" And I told them, "I'm just your friendly neighborhood troll exterminator, here to exterminate the trolls." And they said, "Well, if you're a troll exterminator, why aren't you exterminating us?" And I gave them the same response I gave to you folks. I quite literally could not. I need Vile Branch. Oh, look, here's a bunch of them. Let's round them all up. And show them what a Paladin can do. You, sir, are bugged. Are you aware of that? You're stuck in the wall or something. Seems like a you kind of problem. Blood drinkers and soul eaters galore. Have yourself a merry little death miss. And we're dropping frames. I did have a internet hiccup there for a second. Not really sure why we're having an internet hiccup at 12:30 in the morning.